Creatures, let's meet for a drink. It's a treat. Join us in the void. Cryptid cocktail party. Cryptid cocktail party. Created cocktail party. Let's treat.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cryptic Cocktail Party, a show where we have a few drinks, share a few laughs, take a dive into the unknown. I'm your host, Dave, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Sarge. How's it going, Sarge?
What's going on, world? How are you?
To me or the world?
No, I don't know. There's a stain on my shirt and it caught my eye. So I got confused for a second in the camera.
Well, I can't answer for the whole world, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Have we read the Epstein files yet?
I have not read them personally.
That's okay. You're not missing much. Most of it's redacted, which I expected.
I'm enjoying the pictures coming out from them, though. Well, all right. Enjoy is a strong word.
Wildly inappropriate? Yeah, no, definitely inappropriate, but that's okay.
I'm not enjoying.
We know
them,
what you meant.
Yeah, they're funny.
It's my fault for even saying the word enjoy. I also am not enjoying the entire situation that rich people are, as we all expected, unbridled perverts.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I mean, but some of the people out there, like, come on, Spacey's on there. You kind of had to know.
Yeah, everyone kind of knew.
But yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone.
And Happy Hanukkah as well. I believe Hanukkah is still going.
I believe it is as well. I feel I don't genuinely know, but I don't celebrate it, so I guess I wouldn't know. I don't really know.
I'm pretty sure my best friend celebrates it. That's the only reason I knew.
Gotcha.
And so on the first day of Hanukkah, I shot him a message, wished him a happy Hanukkah, and I'm sure on Christmas Day, he'll wish me a Merry Christmas like we do every single year.
Oh, you guys are cute.
Yeah. Well, we've known each other for 38 years since we were 5 years old. So for those of you not good at math, good luck figuring that one out. Sometimes I forget how old I am.
Yeah, I feel like once you get past like 35, it just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I stopped counting. Yeah, completely stopped. Now I judge my age based on how many ibuprofen I need to get me through a day.
Gotcha. One per decade.
Yeah, I'm 4 ibuprofen years old.
The beginning of this episode is absolutely nothing, huh? It's just...
It's what you would expect from a middle-aged podcaster, I think.
Yeah. All right.
You're not middle-aged. I am.
I'm getting there. I'm 38.
You're close.
That's close enough, I feel like.
You're pushing it.
I'm pushing it. Yeah. All right, Sarge. Well, last week we talked about Frau Perkta and the unbaptized baby parade that she brings along with her.
My favorite.
And at the beginning of that episode, I had mentioned something that caught your ear, and that was the Yule Lads.
Yes.
And I had told you that when I did that episode, I had done it. This is like the first Christmas episode I think I did. And it was I had this guy named Mike Waddell on, who was now the disgraced CEO of MetaZoo TCG.
Oh my God. I forgot about MetaZoo.
Yeah, he kind of just shut down the company, took a bunch of people's money for like pre-orders and stuff. Never fulfilled a lot of it. I don't even.
Right.
I think there was like filed bankruptcy. People had to like file court documents to like get their money back. It was a whole thing. So I think
him and Logan Paul.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna like scrub that episode.
Yeah, just get rid of it altogether. Or change the description to, sorry, I talked to this piece of shit.
I actually had him on twice.
Oh, no.
But that was the last time. It was Gryla and the Yule Lads. And then like 3 days later, my car got stolen. That was a whole nother thing.
Dude, you were having a rough year.
Yeah, it wasn't great. So what I did is I told you that we would just redo it. And I figured since we're still in the holiday time frame, I guess, this still fits in to when we should do it. So I figured I didn't change much of the script. The script is kind of basically the same. I did kind of update some stuff and proofread it to make sure that it was accurate. Because back then I was just willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Just kind of writing shit down that I saw online.
And you got to leave room for the dick jokes.
Yeah. So I figured, there was no dick jokes on that one. He wasn't a dick joke
That was
guy.
his mistake.
Yeah. So I figured today, Sarge, we would cover, we would do a redo of that. And I'm not going to change, like I said, it's not going to change anything, but it will be hopefully better than that one. And sorry for anyone listening who has already heard this before, but again, I don't really want that episode on my back catalog.
Don't blame me.
All right. So Christmas time, a magical time of year where we gather with our loved ones, celebrate the birthday of a demigod born out of wedlock, get absolutely ripped on spiked eggnog at the office Christmas party, and partake in rampant capitalism just to disappoint the important people in our lives with a last-minute Christmas card stuffed with scratch tickets from 7-Eleven because you didn't feel like waiting in line at Target.
This hits close to home because my mom just asked for scratch tickets for Christmas. She finally got sick of us just giving her scratch tickets.
So now she's just
that's all she wants.
Gotcha. Now, for the most part, Christmas time isn't supposed to be a nightmare-fueled murder fest caused by hideous monsters that want nothing more than to torment children, at least not here in the States. If we learned anything from this show, they save all that stuff for Europe. The Europeans love that shit. It's like their bread and butter. Now, we've already covered Krampus, the humanoid horned goat demon of Central and Eastern European folklore. He likes to beat children with bundles of sticks before shoving them in a wicker basket for a late-night Christmas snack. And then there's Belsnickel of German and Pennsylvania Dutch folklore, famously played by Dwight on The Office, who, and what this kind of seems to be like a running theme in these stories, he also likes to beat children with a stick for misbehaving. But there is one folkloric entity that I think has been wildly underrepresented, and as far as I'm concerned, would make for a way better horror story than Krampus, and that is the Icelandic ogress known as Gryla and her 13 nightmare children, the Yule Lads. So you are unfamiliar with the Yule Lads, whole hog, right?
Yes. The thing is, the Yule Lads, it's going to be tough for me to be afraid of these guys because the Yule Lads sounds like a male stripper group.
like Chippendale's Christmas time.
Right.
That's their
Yule
holiday
Lads
show.
and their Yule logs. Oh, man.
Well, you're going to love this. This is a good story. It's a lot of fun. And by fun, I mean it's fucking awful. But I feel like it's supposed to be. Yeah. Now, Gryla in Icelandic folklore is first mentioned in medieval sources going all the way back to the 13th century. Now, in these early stories, she wasn't even associated with winter or the holiday season at all. She was just a big, ugly, child-eating troll that lived out in the wilderness. It wasn't until much later, around the 18th and 19th centuries, that Gryla became specifically linked to the holiday season. Poems and stories from around this time started describing her as a Christmas-time monster that roamed the countryside looking for naughty children to abduct. This is also around the time that her 13 hellspawn, the Yule Lads, entered the picture, but we're going to get to them later. So,
fucking Yule Lads. I'm sorry every time. It just sounds so dumb.
It is dumb. And you're going to find out why. So, Gryla. Early descriptions of her, and there are many descriptions of her throughout the years, depict her as just a hideous monster of a woman. One source described her as an ugly, wretched giantess who lived in a small hut on the edge of town. Which town? The one you live in, obviously. And,
naturally.
Yeah, she would mosey on into your village and, depending on the story, either trick desperate parents into giving up their kids to her or just straight up abducting them so she can boil them alive and then eat them. And the worse the child behaved, the better they tasted. Now, in some versions of the story, she could be appeased with offerings of non-boiled children food. But for the most part, the town folks, they didn't really like the idea of a giant cannibalistic woman trying to eat their kids, even if regular food could possibly spare them. So they got together and they banished her to the Dimmu lava fields in northern Iceland. And I didn't know this, but Dimmu that name literally translates to dark castles, which is metal as all hell and is the perfect place for a child.
That's an actual metal band.
Yeah, Dimmu rules.
How is it pronounced? Because I always thought it was Dimmu.
I say Dimmu.
That's fine.
It sounds more French than Icelandic, the way I say it. I have no idea.
Iceland, notoriously French.
Yeah. So she now lives in the lava fields, which is metal as all hell. Perfect place for her to be.
Pretty fucking
living.
badass.
Yeah. And just like Santa and Krampus and Belschnickel, Gryla also has the supernatural ability to tell if kids were being rotten little shits throughout the year. So when the holidays come, she descends from her metal as fuck cave and wanders the nearby villages, kidnapping kids along the way and hauling them back to her lair to boil alive in a massive cauldron to make what's essentially child stew. Some go further into detail and say that she skins them, batters them, and they're still alive at this point before she puts them in the stew. Not
Sexy.
great. Yeah. And in some versions, she doesn't even kill and cook them right away. She keeps them alive until she's ready to cook them. And to make it worse, some other tellings include the detail that people in the villages can hear the screams of the children as they're being prepared to be eaten. So,
Of course.
that's fun. And just to be clear, when I say misbehaved, I don't mean like hardened child criminals. Like these kids aren't doing the most fucked up shit. I mean, like, if your kid forgot to say God bless you after someone sneezed even one time, he's getting scooped up.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, Gryla doesn't just take the worst of the worst. True, the more of a little shit they are, the better they taste. But if your kid isn't basically a saint throughout the year, they're going to get snatched up and eaten.
That's out of control.
Yeah, well, because her goal is to kidnap enough children to make a stew big enough to last her the entire year until it's time to do it all again. She's
Gotcha.
basically just stockpiling. She's food prepping, I guess, for the year. Is how you could.
She's just meal prepping.
Yeah.
She's got a bunch of mason jars full of severed kids' hands.
Oh, yeah. Dude, she's pickling.
Yeah.
Pickle them, boil them, put them in a stew? Is that the...
Yeah, her overnight oats are just eyeballs.
And the thing about Gryla and like what separates her from all the other Christmas punishment characters is that with her, there's no reward system. Like Santa rewards good kids, Krampus punishes the bad ones, Belschnickel does both the rewarding and the punishing. Even Frau Perkta leaves you a coin if your chores are done. But Gryla,
right,
she just eats your kids for the love of the game.
Yeah, it's all about the kids, just eating them.
Yeah, they don't get any, like, there's no good to come from her. Now, the fun fact about Gryla is that for a monster that she is, she did find love. A few times, actually. According to legend, she was married a couple times before eventually landing on her third husband. She ate the first two.
Okay. Praying mantis stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, his name, I'm not even going to try to pronounce, so we're just going to call him Lep.
Lots of J's, probably. Lots of silent J's.
No, there's a lot of vowels with symbols above them that I've never seen before. So I wasn't even going to try to pretend how to pronounce that.
I mean, I understand why Iceland's language is so complex. When you live in a place that's so remote, all you can do is come up with weird ways to say shit.
Yeah, you're just making sounds at the end of the day. Okay.
How many J's can I put in this word?
Yeah. So we're going to call him Lep. Now, he is a famously lazy, useless troll, and he's often described as an absolute deadbeat who is actively terrified of his own wife, which is understandable. She did eat the first two. And together, these two lovebirds had 13 children known as the Yule Lads. Now, are you getting excited?
I'm so excited.
Now, these days, the Yule Lads are basically 13 mischievous Santa Clauses that visit the home of children during the 13 nights leading up to Christmas. Children will place their shoes on the windowsills, and for the good boys and girls, the Yule Lad of the day... Oh, yeah, because each one comes on a different day leading up to the 13. So the Yule Lad of the day will leave candy or a small gift, and if they decide your kid sucks, they will stuff the shoe with rotting potatoes. You really like that, huh?
It's so random. If if you're a bad kid, you're going to be mildly inconvenienced.
Yeah, pretty much. But like most horrifying folklore, the Yule Lads have been significantly toned down over the years. Now, originally, they were described as horrifying, unhinged, violent little troll creatures that would break into your home, rob you, and generally made your life a living hell. In fact, those stories were considered so terrifying that in 1746, under Danish rule, Icelandic officials banned parents from using Gryla and the Yule Lads to unnecessarily traumatize their kids. The stories were so unhinged that they were legally deemed too fucked up to tell your kids.
You know shit's bad when the government has to get involved and be like, all right.
Yeah, which is probably why I had a hard time finding anything about like the original Yule Lads. Also, Gryla and her first two husbands, apparently, according to folklore, had like a bunch of kids. So there's 13 Yule Lads with this couple, but there's like dozens others. Yeah. But yeah, I couldn't find any like real hard like old timey stories about them. So if anyone knows where I can find some of those early depictions, shoot us an email.
That'd be
please.
great.
Yeah, but like I said, today the lads are basically just like Snow White's 7 dwarves, and by that I mean they all have a very distinct and very specific personality and a pretty on the nose name that accompanies that personality. The only difference between the 7 dwarves and the Yule Lads is that there are 13 of them and they all suck. So
okay. Excellent.
So you ready to find out about these dudes?
Yeah, I need to know.
All right, so first up, you got Sheepcot Claude. Now, his whole thing is that he likes to sneak into farm sheep sheds and suck on sheep's nipples and has a peg leg.
Where I come from, that's a crime.
Yeah. Next up, we got Gullyhawk. He enjoys stealing the foam from buckets of cow milk. Just the foam, not the actual milk. I don't know if that's like the good... I don't know.
Are these just weird Icelandic fetishes?
Kinda, yeah. We got Stubby. He's a short king that likes to steal food from frying pans. Then you got Spoon Licker. Pretty self-explanatory.
He likes to murder women.
No, he just comes in. He likes to lick all the remnants off of your spoons.
That's
yeah.
fair.
Then we got Pot Licker. Can you guess what he does? Take a wild guess. I want you to venture a guess as to what Pot Licker's up to.
These names get better and better.
Oh yeah, if you haven't already put it together, he comes into your house, steals your unwashed pots, and licks them clean. And then you have Bowl Licker. Can you guess what his whole deal is about?
Pot liquor and bowl liquor.
Spoon
Don't
liquor.
leave your weed out around those guys.
Yeah, he so his whole thing is he waits under your bed until you put your food bowl down, and then he will lick your bowl.
Wait, when you're in bed, eating your night soup?
I don't know, dude. This is what he hides under your bed until you put your bowl down. I don't think you're not like putting it down like on the floor next to your bed. I just think it's like when you go to bed, he'll come out and lick your bowl. That's just
I
where he
guess
hides.
it must be a cultural thing where like they eat dinner and then just go right to sleep.
I don't know. I also read that they have like one wooden bowl that they eat all their meals in. So I think it's like that's the bowl he licks.
Okay, fair enough.
Next up, we got Door Slammer. This is the most annoying one, in my opinion. All he does is stomp around and slam doors all night like a bad roommate. And then you got Skier Gobbler. He eats all your yogurt. And he'll eat all your yogurt to the point of vomiting. So yeah, they keep getting better.
I love them.
Next up, we got Sausage Swiper.
Don't unzip your fly.
He loves to eat sausage, especially stolen sausage. So his whole thing is he steals and eats your sausage.
Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah. Then we got Window Peeper.
Oh God. Okay, this is the felon.
He likes to creep around the outside of your house and peep in your windows like some sort of Yuletide pervert. And then you got Door Sniffer. He's got a big old nose that he will use to sniff out bread from under doors. And then
he's not bread sniffer, and don't you dare call him that.
no, he's Door Sniffer. And then we got Meat Hook. Can you guess what Meat Hook does?
I mean, I guess try and kill a couple that's making out at a lover's lane.
Close. He carries around a big hook and steals any meat you got hanging around. So you weren't too far off. Then we got Candle Beggar. He steals your candles, which apparently back then were like super rare and also like a really valuable item because back in the day, they were basically just like big sticks of fat, so they were edible and you could also use them for other things.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that was a big thing. Sarge, how are you feeling about the Yule Lads?
I love them so much. I really want this to be like an annual Christmas special. Like every year, the Yule Lads need to get into like some kind of fun adventure that we can laugh about. Because with these names, no one should ever be fucking taking them seriously.
No. Well, this is
except for Window Peeper. He's fucking perv.
Yeah. Well, this is their cleaned up, sanitized version now.
Okay.
This is what it is now. They didn't get cleaned up from this because this is. I don't think the Danish government was like, this is out of control. You can't tell this to your kids. This is the cleaned up version. I didn't, like I said, I couldn't find like the original Yule Lads, like what they were about. Everything I read was just said that back in the day, they were more like boogeymen than the fun little scamps they are now.
Oh man, I wish we knew what the original 13 names were.
Yeah, I knew some of them. There's more than 13. There was a whole bunch of them. The only one I know is there was one that I did. Basically, it was like hem something, and basically what it was just he just upskirted you. He just looked up your skirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
God.
And then there's one called Small Balls. I don't know what his deal was, but I know that his name was Small Balls, and I can only imagine it's not great.
He's just speed bagging you.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. But yeah, so Sarge, we've talked about Gryla the mom, the deadbeat dad. We didn't really talk about him because he's kind of useless. He didn't really do anything. All he does is just eat. And we talked about the 13 nightmare children, the Yule Lads, who are great. I love them. But to close out the episode, we have to talk about the family pet known as the Yule cat. Are you familiar with the Yule cat at all?
No.
Okay. So the Yule cat is the house pet of Gryla and her sons. Honestly, this is even more unhinged than both mother and her sons. The Yule cat is a monstrously large cat that appears on Christmas Eve and silently stalks the villages while everyone is asleep, dreaming about sugar plums or whatever it is, looking for his next meal. And this thing does not care whether you are young or old, good or bad. It will fucking eat you just because it can.
Jesus.
Yeah, this thing only ventures out once a year and chooses violence every time.
So like a regular cat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
A regular house cat. Like if it gets out, it's going to choose violence every time.
Amazing.
The only thing that can assure you won't be getting disemboweled by a demon cat, and it somehow knows this, is if you receive at least one article of new clothing for Christmas. That's it, socks, underwear, anything.
That's fucking oddly specific.
Yeah. I mean, most folklore usually is. That's because historically, the Yule cat was basically as I just described. It was just a wintertime threat. It's kind of got like that Frau Perkta vibe to it. Like if you didn't work hard enough during the year to earn new clothes, you were considered lazy, and lazy people don't survive the winter.
Gotcha.
So you're probably wondering, what is this cast of characters up to these days? I assume. Well,
where are they now?
Well, today, these figures are very much still around, just a bit more family friendly. The Yule Lads have been defanged and declawed into what are essentially just prank pulling Christmas mascots.
Okay.
Like they show up on decorations, kids' books, ads, and public holiday displays, and they leave you gifts instead of ruining your life.
Right.
As for Gryla, she never really got that same like glow up as her kids did. She's still framed as something dangerous. Like it's a tale you still tell your kids throughout the year to get them to behave, but just a little less trauma inducing, but only slightly less trauma inducing. Okay. And the Yule cat, still part of this world too. Usually more like a warning or a dark joke about being dead weight when winter comes around. So yeah, well, the stories are a bit softer now. The messaging underneath them hasn't really changed. It's still used for the same purpose, which is that winter does not give a fuck about you.
Right. Yeah, you're going to die.
Yeah, you should probably shape up or ship out is the thing that I've heard people say. But there you have it. There's Gryla, the Yule Lads, and their family pet, the Yule cat, Sarge.
It did not disappoint. I am so glad. Wow. I love all of it.
Yeah, and it turns out I found out Gryla is actually kind of like, she's referenced a lot in media nowadays, and I didn't realize it. Yeah, she was in that terrible The Rock movie, Red One.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I didn't see that.
She's played by the girl who plays Sabrina, the teenage witch in the new Netflix show Sabrina.
Also didn't see it.
And then also in Sabrina, the teenage witch show, Gryla shows up in that.
Wow.
Yeah. In both cases, her story is super watered down and not as terrifying as it should be. She's also in God of War Ragnarok.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Again, she's not the same. She doesn't eat kids. She eats the souls of animals so that way she can like relive their memories so she can feel. It's a whole thing.
Why?
Yeah, it's not the same at all.
Yeah.
She's still a big ugly lady though. So I mean they kind of got that right.
Good.
Yeah.
As long as they hung on to that. I hate it when they take like a horrible female monster from back in the day and then they make her hot. Like stop doing that. She can be cool on her own. She doesn't need a glow up as well.
Yeah. Well, they did that in Red One.
Yeah, they need to stop doing that.
Until the very end, like the last like 10 minutes. I didn't actually watch the movie. I just watched clips to see what she was like.
Yeah.
And tell you what, those last 5 minutes you see her, pretty gnarly.
Okay, good.
It's
okay.
pretty intense. The movie itself is trash, I assume. I can't imagine it's a good movie.
Yeah, I just feel like these female monsters don't need a she's all that makeover, you know, where they take her glasses off and suddenly she's the hot girl. Like, stop it.
No, you can just be a hag.
Yeah, she's awesome as a hag. Leave her be. She doesn't need the male gaze to be badass.
No.
I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I just get so mad when they try to hotten up female monsters. Like, what are you doing? So dumb.
But yeah, so
you see like a movie and Mrs. Claus is like wearing a bikini. Like, knock it off, you fucking weirdos. It's the last porn I'll ever rent. Anyway.
All right. But
I'm kidding.
So the story didn't disappoint. Is this what you were hoping it was?
No, this is so good. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
So after we do an episode with like an especially a Nordic fun thing, I immediately call my dad because his mom came over from Norway and he was raised in a lot of the old traditions. So he had I think it was Sinterklaas.
Okay.
And he would, instead of putting the presents under the tree, he would leave them on a bag on the porch. And back in the day, when my dad was a kid, there was snow on the ground at Christmas time most of the time. So you could see the footprints leading up to the porch. And so like, you know, it was a lot easier to get kids to believe it because you had these like little weird footprints going up to the house and then a bag on the porch.
Yeah. You couldn't do that nowadays. Someone would fucking swipe that off your front porch.
Oh yeah, immediately. Swiper, no swiping. So I can't wait to tell him about this because I told him about our friend last week. And so I'm very excited to tell him about this one.
This one he probably might know more.
Oh, I'm sure he knows a little bit because like he still like looks this kind of stuff up. He loves this stuff. Yeah,
it's good. Maybe he knows some of the darker Yule Lads.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. His mom really hung on to some traditions. Most of her recipes were like, after you're done, put it outside underground for 2 weeks
to ferment it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. I love it.
Yeah, it really is. They're a whole culture based on a dare. You won't eat it.
All right, Sarge. Well, that's the episode. I'm glad I could do this with you. I'm glad you found it interesting and it lived up to your expectations. I mean, I wasn't worried that it wasn't going to. I knew you'd get a kick out of the Yule Lads no matter what.
God, I love them.
Yeah, they're a fun cast of characters. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. We're gonna be off next week because it's Christmas, so no new episode. But the episode that will be released after that will be the first time that we have ever recorded in the same room.
Yes, the meetup.
It's gonna
be amazing. There's gonna be pictures. Instagram is gonna be nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I can't wait. It'll be a lot of fun.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah,
and it'll be my first time in Philly as well.
Really?
Yeah, I've driven through Pennsylvania and I've stayed in Pennsylvania a couple of times. Never been to Philly.
You're not missing that much. It's fine.
I'm gonna see the Liberty Bell. I need to.
You don't really need to.
I'm bringing my pipe. I heard this cracking.
I mean, it's free. You can just go in and see it.
Yeah, I have to do that. I have to.
Okay. You're going to be like, wow.
As a nerd, as somebody who has been a nerd his whole life, specifically a history nerd, I have to see it.
That's fair. That's valid. All right. Well, you can do that.
Yeah. And then we'll go to Ben Franklin's house and get fucked up.
Just his house? Just go to
that dude knew how to party.
He did. He
really he'd appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Sarge, anything you want to plug before we sign off?
Yeah, you can find me on the socials. Just type in Sarge the Destroyer on most of the social media platforms, and you'll find me, except for Facebook, because fuck Facebook. Zuckerberg, you creepy goblin. Yeah, so you can find me on this, or you can find us on the Cryptid Cocktail Party Instagram page, but Dave will plug that.
Yeah, if you can't find Sarge by just Googling his name, you can follow us on Instagram at Cryptid Cocktail, and you can just follow the link in there. All of his socials are on there. All of our socials are on there, like our TikTok, Cryptid Cocktail Party. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. It really helps the show, and it's Christmas time, so think of that as your gift to us.
Yeah, nice, it'll make my heart super happy.
Yeah, but I think that's all I got. I don't really have anything to plug. Have a happy holiday, everyone. Hopefully,
yeah.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Happy New Year.
And yeah, we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah, and so I guess, do you want to say bye and I love you?
Goodbye, and I fucking love you.